Well, here she is. Hopefully she won't be there tomorrow. So a little backstory is I bought this place here. It's been 2.5 years ago, maybe a little over that, and I met one of the neighbors, and there was a tractor. I've liked tractors. I think they're cool. I like equipment. So my neighbor had a tractor sitting in the weeds. It was a 2001 TC29 two-wheel drive. It was sitting in the weeds, and I offered him money for it. He declined, and we kind of went back and forth for a while about it. But one day I went over there and offered him money again. He accepted. So my dad and I went over there. My dad brought his tractor over. We dragged this tractor over here and all the implements for it. The tractor that I bought from him, it quit running, and he pulled the injectors out of it, and he took the injectors apart. So the injectors are trash. They've been sitting for a while. He lost pieces on them, whatever. So anyways, I went down to the local diesel pump shop, turbo shop, whatever, and I bought a new set of injectors. They said it was going to cost like more to rebuild them than it was just to buy new. So I, spent a few $100s on the injectors, and got home, put the injectors in it. And what ended up being the problem with the thing is the key switch. I can't remember exactly now, but it was the key switch, something about power down to the fuel solenoid. So anyways, got that fixed. He did tell me the clutch was bad in this tractor, so I split the tractor in half one evening, went down, bought a new clutch for it because the clutch was roasted in it, right? So I bought this new clutch, pulled in the driveway, and the neighbor was like, "Hey, I got a new clutch for it." Just coincidence, he was outside and he said, "Hey, I got a new clutch for it," all this. So took that clutch back, got my money back, because it was like a $500 clutch. It was like a little Honda clutch. So anyways, put the clutch in it, got the tractor running. It had a bent cylinder, I think it was a lift cylinder, a bucket curl cylinder. It was bent, so I went ahead and had like a new tube made for it, the cylinder rebuilt in it, and then I rebuilt the lift cylinders on it, or put new seals in. So anyways, I got the tractor running good, and then I figured out real shortly that tractor was no good, except for like brush hogging. They had a loader on it, like a 7305 or something loader, and the tractor didn't have enough butt in it. You lifted anything, you couldn't go anywhere because it was two-wheel drive. So I was like, screw this tractor. I want to get something, a little bit nicer, four-wheel drive, definitely. So that tractor had like a rototiller, a crappy brush hog, the post hole digger, which I did keep, box blade. So I put like all these attachments on there and got a buyer right away. Came down at night or in the evening time. I think he arrived here like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. Bought this tractor from me. I think it was that next week, which I'll show you here in just a sec. But this tractor, I found it on a Thursday evening, called the people on, Friday, and offered them money for it, and drove to Flint, Texas, and picked it up with my puppy, or was a puppy at the time, and we picked up this tractor, which it was just the loader tractor. But it's been an absolutely great tractor. I did have to buy the box blade, and my father had this box blade right here, the brush hog, so I bought it from him. But yeah, I kind of do these side jobs, brush hogging, whatever, with this thing. But I'm thinking, you know, it's got, I think I bought it with, it had 400 and some hours on it when I bought it. And how many does it have now? 722. So, and I've had it about a year and a half, so put quite a few hours on it. But like I said, it's been a great tractor. The bucket, I was thinking, you know, if I cut this tractor, I'm gonna have to put a new cutting edge on it, and the bucket is kind of bent on the bottom. But either way, I'm gonna sell this thing. Looking at new tractors, not sure what to go with. I'm leaning towards Kubota all the way, because everyone that has Kubota loves them. My father has a Kubota, hasn't had any problems out of it. He's ran the piss out of it. Been a great tractor. I was looking at LS tractors, because this is pretty much a LS tractor with the New Holland name on it. LS engine, they're made by LS with the New Holland name on it. But the LS is so nice. It looks like a nice tractor. I started up. I've already went around and looked at some tractors. LS. I was looking at a MT342. It's a bigger frame, like in a 50 horsepower frame tractor. Golly, buddy, you gotta stop eating them sticks and rocks. But anyways, I went and looked at this LS tractor. Nice tractor, but I've started reading like all these reviews, and I kind of feel like I'm gonna be on the tractor and I'm just waiting on it to break, or waiting on you know, so everything is like tier 4 now or whatever, you know, all this regeneration, diesel particulate filters. So that's another issue nowadays with these tractors. And the Coyotes, I stopped by one time and looked at the Coyotes, but they just don't seem like they're well built. They seem like just kind of a light duty tractor. I don't know. I've owned 2 New Hollands, right? So, but I am leaning towards Kubota. 6-foot attachments. I want to be around the 50 horsepower range. So we're gonna go look at some tractors if I get this one sold. Well, there she goes, on to its new owner. Guy was super nice. That bought the tractor. They came, so the first people backed out. They didn't have any money, whatever. These folks, super nice. They came and looked at it yesterday morning, which would be, yesterday was Sunday. And I had some other people lined up to come look at as well. And I told them about it, so they went ahead and opted to go ahead and purchase it. Told me they'd be back today, took a deposit, whatever. Great people. They're gonna have great luck out of that tractor, I think. I mean, it's a great tractor. It's been good to me, at least. And also, when they came, I kind of spoke up, and the guy ended up taking the trailer too. So now I'm on search for a trailer and a tractor. So I'm thinking of the Kubota L4701, most likely a hydrostat. I think I'm gonna stay away from LS, Coyote, John Deere, all the other ones. I just feel like I'm gonna have better luck out of Kubota. So if anybody has any opinions on what model, what year, whatever, let me know.